Jaylen Griffin is a 12-year-old boy from Buffalo, New York, who has been missing since August 4, 2020. He is 5'3" and weighs 145 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. The morning of August 4th, 2020, he took his new puppy out for a walk. He returned home and told his mom he was going back out and asked her if she needed anything from the store. This is Jaylen's normal routine. His mom states he would go around to the neighborhood stores and help people carry their bags, and in exchange, they would give him money for helping them.
Jaylen was reported missing after leaving his home on Warren Avenue in the Broadway-Fillmore neighborhood without telling his parents where he was going.
When he didn't return home, his family reported him missing to the police.
They took it serious immediately upon him not coming home because he's not the kid that'll stay out late or go too far.
The police speculates that Jaylen is a runaway and he is not in any harm, and he still may be in the Buffalo area. Jaylen is listed on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children site. His mother, Joan, feels this is BS. She feels Jaylen has no reason to run away. The family has gotten reports of people seeing Jaylen in the area, and they are also being harassed by people asking for money in exchange for their son.
No one ever heard from him. He didn't come back later on that night or days after.
The Griffin family are going through an extremely hard time. Joan, Jaylen's mother, says on February 15th, 2020, one of her sons was shot on his 21st birthday. August 4th, Jaylen went missing, and November 23rd, her 18-year-old son was murdered.
Hours, days, and months went by without any word from Jaylen. In November, 3 months after he went missing, his family faced yet another tragedy. Jaylen's older brother, 18-year-old Jaylen Griffin, was shot and killed. Newkirk said they were hoping that would bring Jaylen home, hoping he would just show up to the funeral.
Jaylen was coming back from the store when he was shot and killed. The person or persons responsible for his murder have not been found, and no arrests have been made. These situations pose questions for me. Is this family being targeted for some reason? Does Jaylen's murder connect to Jaylen being missing? Where would a 12-year-old go for months on his own? And what adult would gladly agree to hide a child from their family, especially during COVID? People are barely getting by during this time, so it makes no sense to me as to why they would believe he ran away. And what's going on at these neighborhood stores? Jaylen was killed leaving a nearby store, and Jaylen was going to the store. Coincidence or no? The police captain, Jeff Ronaldo, said he believes Jaylen is in the area and his disappearance is still an active investigation. How are they concluding to this? What is the evidence that he is still in the area?
At this point, we have no information that leads us to believe that he's in immediate danger. I mean, the fact of his age and the fact that he's not under his parental supervision is obviously dangerous to begin with, but we do not believe that he was abducted or taken against his will.
Remember, Jaylen's mom said the authorities told her he is being rated as a runaway. So I did some research to figure out how they categorize or rate missing children. And I found the law enforcement policy and procedures for reports of missing exploited children. There are 5 categories: non-family abduction, family abduction, runaway, which is a child, often a teenager, leaves home voluntarily for a variety of reasons. This would include any child 17 years of age or younger. Thrown away, or lost, injured, or otherwise missing. Risk factors are also considered. Number 1, 13 years of age or younger. This age was designated because children of this age group have not established independence from parental control and do not have the survival skills necessary to protect themselves from exploitation on the streets. Number 2, believed or determined to be experiencing one or more of the circumstances noted below. Circumstance 1, is out of the zone of safety for his or her age and developmental stage. 2, has mental or behavioral disabilities. 3, is drug dependent. including prescription drugs or illegal substances. 4. Absent from home for more than 24 hours before being reported to law enforcement. 5. Is in a life-threatening situation. 6. Is in the company of others who could endanger his or her welfare. 7. Is absent in a way inconsistent with established patterns or behavior, and the deviation cannot be readily explained. 8. Is involved in a situation causing a reasonable person to conclude the child should be considered at risk. Based on the model, I am not certain why they are concluding he is a runaway, but I am not a police officer. Yes, he did leave out of the house on his own accord, but who is to say that he was not taken when he stepped foot outside or went down the street?
It's been over half a year since 12-year-old Jaylen Griffin went missing. He was last seen at his house in Buffalo on August 4th, 2020.
Was he abducted? Is he in trouble? Does he need us?
We spoke with the Griffin family last December as they mourned the loss of their 18-year-old son, Jawan, who was shot and killed right before Thanksgiving. The loss even more painful for them considering they were also searching for Jaylen during that time. Fast forward to now, the community is stepping in to try to find the 12-year-old.
This here is a way to wake up our community that we can't stand by and do nothing. We have to do something. We have a lot of organizations in the city of Buffalo and the Western New York area. This should be just as important as anything else that's taking place.
GYC Ministries is launching the Community Action Coalition of Western New York to bring awareness to issues that plague the community, like missing children. The coalition, which consists of religious, political, and community organizations, is launching search parties to locate Jaylen. They spent part of Friday afternoon on Broadway near the Super Saver Market holding up posters with his face on it.
We're here in this location here because this is Super Saver is a large store in this community where a lot of people come in and out, talk to the different owners of the stores and the gas station, and they mentioned this store in this area here would be a good start.
An all-hands-on-deck effort with one goal in mind.
We really look forward to what we can do together and making sure that we can bring this 12-year-old boy home.
Now, I did reach out to Buffalo police, and they still consider Jaylen a missing person, and they urge the community to come forward with any information about his whereabouts. In Buffalo, Brandon Lewis, Spectrum News.
If you have any information, please call the Buffalo Police Department at 716-847-2255. Please help this family find their son. My prayers go out to them.